It's your turn. So you are much better at this than I am. You can't play 2-player at once, which is ridiculous. This is happening in every game now.
Yeah.
Every new game, you can only play multiplayer online with people who aren't there with you.
Yeah.
Which I find completely absurd and annoying. This game, you can play one game type with another person in the same room.
Yeah. Garden Ops.
Garden Ops. Most of the games for the new consoles don't have
Yeah, and all of them have
in-person co-op.
would be like tons of fun to have.
It would,
Yeah,
and it makes no
right.
sense. They're regressing with features these days. I don't understand why. Make it harder. Like, why would you make it harder for people to play together on the $500 box that you just sold them? Like, it makes no sense to me. I mean, I know that most of the time you're going to be gaming with your friends who are at their house, I guess, especially if you're a teenager or whatever. I guess,
Yeah.
right? I don't know. But it just seems to me that things are going backwards in a way in gaming, where you're not being able to play with more than one person per box, and I just think that's absurd.
Yeah,
I don't see any good reason why. Like, what's the limitation? What keeps us from being able to do split screen in this game type for Plants vs Zombies? Like, why? Destiny, you can't play two at once, and that makes no sense. Like, why can't you play split screen? That's something you've been able to do since like back when I was a kid and I had a Sega Genesis.
Yeah, I was like Mario. I think Mario Kart you could do that.
Of course. So like it just doesn't make any sense. Like, you could even do it. You could do it way back in Nintendo, any of the systems really. Atari, you could have. They had more options for in-person co-op than they do these days. Which is insane.
I guess like a lot of the games now, they just have like really thin, or like the Xbox One games have really thin stories. So it just makes you like need to play multiplayer basically for it to be like really worth it.
Yeah,
or to get your money's worth from
right. Multiplayer
except
is
for Destiny
definitely
because you're a
dominant.
nerd, but like.
Well, Destiny's multiplayer too.
Yeah, but it seems to have like the longest of these single player possibilities out there.
Really, I mean, you can play it by yourself, but I don't know.
No, but I mean compared to other games, so I'm thinking about. I mean, like this one doesn't have one like pretty much at all. I'm not used to play Garden Ops, but there's not like a story. Rise's story is really short.
Yeah, I mean, everything's moving towards multiplayer for sure, but
Yeah, it kind of
there's nothing wrong with that to some degree. Like
Yeah.
Titanfall is all multiplayer in a really disappointing way.
Yeah.
But like the problem isn't that they're moving towards multiplayer. The problem is that they're moving towards online only multiplayer.
Yeah.
You cannot play with other people at the same time. So we can't play this game together.
Except
Except for one.
I mean, if their point
One
was to
game,
get me
which
to buy
makes
an
no
Xbox
sense.
One, I guess it's working because now I have to buy one in order to play any games with people. So
Yeah.
that sucks.
I don't, yeah, and you think you would think that things would be getting better because with the Xbox One, it's a lot easier to store more than one person's Xbox Live account
Yeah.
on the box itself.
Yeah.
And it's easier to switch between them. They'll automatically sign you in with Kinect, which is like the only thing Kinect is good for. I don't even have it set up here. It's where at your apartment. The Kinect's sitting back in my apartment by itself. From when I had it there like a couple months ago.
Yeah. Oh, holy crap.
But yeah, I mean, it's sort of progressing in making it easier for you to be signed into your Live account on anyone's Xbox. It's making it harder to actually play with that person
Yeah.
on their Xbox. It makes no sense at all.